Here at Bobby Hebert's on the Northwestern State Alumni Tour. Brad Laird, the new head coach of the Demons, here with us. And Coach, your first year, although you're no stranger to this program, but what have you been able to inject since you've taken over as head coach last fall?
Well, first and foremost, to kick off this victory tour here in New Orleans, that's very vital to our success, not just in football, but all student athletes and at Northwestern. But, I tell you, it's been, since I got hired in December, the ability to bring in a new staff with some new energy and new schemes in all three phases. And I tell you, the thing I've been most excited about is watching our young men develop the hunger that they have to go out to be successful. It's showing right now during the summer. We had a nutritionist come speak to the team, and we had 96 guys there. So the sacrifice that they're making this summer is a direct reflection of the attitude that they have as we move forward.
You got Southland Conference Media Days coming up later this week. Practicing starts a couple of weeks after that. There really isn't much more of a summer anymore, is there? You really just almost go from May and sending them off for the spring, and you're right back at it, aren't you? Yeah, and especially the way the high school camps are right now. That was all of June. We just finished a 3-day camp yesterday. Our guys have about a week and a half left of summer workouts. Get a few days off, and then July 31st is report date, and get ready for first game against A&M. Your first-year coach will be facing another first-year coach, if you will, in Jimbo Fisher. I know he spoke today at SEC Media Days. As early on, what can you do maybe as you think does that give you an advantage perhaps when you're going into a situation maybe people don't know exactly what it is that you're going to be doing out there? Well, in that case, it's kind of both ways. Them being a first-year head coach, are they going to do some things the same they did at Florida State? Is it going to be different? So, we're kind of in the same boat. I think the thing that is intriguing about that is, our guys, as they work out this summer, know what's ahead week one, and then week two and after that. So it gives us a little extra motivation to make sure we're preparing the best way we can prepare this summer to be the best that we can be for week one. I know it's a game that helps the books at Northwestern, just like it does for most FCS schools, but it's also really kind of a measuring stick for where your team is as well. You take a team, obviously, the folks here familiar with Nicholls and what they've been able to do in recent times. They've gone toe-to-toe with some SEC schools the last couple of years. Yeah, and just last year. I mean, you look at Nicholls when they went to A&M, and in the fourth quarter, it's still a football game. So, the thing that we want to do, not just in that game, but any game, we want to be the best that we can be. And at the end of 4 quarters to see where that leaves us. And that's our goal as we prepare in all 3 phases going into fall camp to be the best football team that we can be come week one. Last question for you. It seems like Southland had been a league that was really dominated on the Texas side of things, but maybe some of that has swung back to Louisiana in recent years. Southeastern's had a couple of good seasons. Nicholls getting back to the postseason. McNeese has always been good. What is it going to take for you guys to get back to that upper echelon and in the conversation for an NCAA berth? I think consistency. Because I think, even last year you look back, winning 4 out of the last 5 in conference, and some of the ones that were lost, leading 59 minutes against Sam Houston, who ends up winning the conference. You got the same thing with Nicholls, leading 55 out of the 60 minutes. So the opportunity is going to be there. I think consistency across the board, day in and day out, when we get into those fourth quarter games to be able to finish those games off. Coach, enjoy the rest of your alumni tour this week and media days, and good luck this season. Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.